YouTube, Kimosabe here, coming at you with another video. So this one is about AMPLEX's newest video that just currently got removed. I kind of had this weird sense that it might be removed. It was titled, the Illuminati's super weapon, that could decimate whole continents. I watched the whole thing. That's the thing with YouTube. If they remove a video, but if you're currently watching it, the page doesn't kill itself. There's no kill switch until you press the refresh. So as soon as it was done, and press refresh, it says the user had removed the video. So basically, what his video was about was HAARP. Now, I don't know if a lot of you know about HAARP or consider it a conspiracy is the same thing along as this chemtrails and them spraying shit to the ionosphere and lithium and other shit like that. HAARP is very real. AMPLEX referenced Nikola Tesla and his machine or whatever that he tested, and they were saying there was an earthquake machine, everything that they used his patent and created HAARP, and that this guy posted this stuff that stated that they beamed this radiation in like 4 billion watts or whatever, and that with just 30 you can send 30 down into the ground or whatever and know what oil and other natural gases and stuff with 30 of these watts or whatever, and they're sending 4 billion of these radiation watts up in a massive fucking arc from these HAARP things into the ionosphere, cutting it by 50%, slapping it up and down, making it make this massive vibrations in the ground. And you saw the scientists referencing a piano wire saying, look, 30 would be like that, and 4 billion, the whole piano would be shaking like cray-cray. And he says it could cause earthquakes, so they're causing earthquakes with this. And at the end of the video and everything, obviously it's so sensitive that YouTube removed it, or threatened AMPLEX of deleting his channel to remove it, which is what I think. And he said they were going to sink half of Japan with it, and that regardless of any of the stuff that happens, or the earthquake, or with Hawaii and the volcano erupting could have been caused by them too, with another earthquake there, and that all these earthquakes and these rumbles and stuff that's been going on is probably them using HAARP on such a daily basis that they're causing all these earthquakes and stuff. And that there was also a reference in the video that whether it was Japan or one nation didn't want to join the terrorist act thing or something like that or whatever, and then there was like a tsunami the next day. I think it was Japan, and then they suddenly just decided to agree with the agreement or whatever and do it. Obviously after they had been threatened, after obviously the states probably threatened their nation saying that we can sink you, So if they can cause earthquakes of over 7.0 and these huge earthquakes with HAARP by sending out a 4 billion watt whatever a radiation beam to the ionosphere that cuts it and then makes such a vibration in the ground that it's causing these earthquakes, that they can essentially wipe out any continent they want. So I mean, obviously it'd be great if they could just stop using this horrible technology to do this, but it's not as easy as just saying let's just turn the off switch, because the powers that be rule so much that it's hard for just the average person to just walk up and say, well, no, I don't agree with this, and that you shouldn't be doing such a thing to people, and playing God to be able to decide that you are going to kill a whole nation, or that you are going to kill millions of people. there's no justification in my mind of mass genocide, regardless of overpopulation or anything like that. That doesn't justify the means for one person or a group of collective to have the right to kill people. People should be able to just kill people. And to have weapons of such power that can manipulate the ionosphere with radiation beams to cause earthquakes. And, if you beamed it down into the ocean, there, it heats up the water, the water and everything else. Like, you're causing these storms and earthquakes with the vibrations and everything else. That's their ultimate weapon, is the harp, because they can control the weather with it. So, and with being able to control the weather, you can cause any earthquake you want, or set off a volcano in an area, or wipe people out with it, and just call it, oh, it's a natural disaster. Oh, isn't that horrible? Oh, isn't that tragic? When somebody just pressed the button. So, it's nasty, but to see that, to see somebody that you follow, this guy, AMPLEX or whatever, his channel, got 190,000 subscribers, and for him to remove the video, it had one comment on it. I would have been the second comment, and I watched the video as soon as it was uploaded, about 2-3 minutes in or whatever. So the user, this guy, decided to remove it after less than 5 minutes. So YouTube threatened him, or they removed it. Either way, he wouldn't have removed it. Why would you? These guys that do these, Bright Insight, AMPLEX, these Secure Team 10, these guys that make these videos wouldn't release a video unless they wanted people to watch it. They wouldn't remove it 4 minutes later. They wouldn't. Unless they were threatened in some way or other. There you have it. Kimosabi out. We'll see you in the next one. Censorship is real these days. It's getting a little out of hand. Gotta cut that video, so hopefully you all have a good one. Cheers. Kimosabi. See you in the next one. Consider sharing, commenting, and subscribing.